Hello, and how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back. And welcome to the second episode of Resident Evil 4. Not Fallout 4, Resident Evil 4. um, in the first episode, Leon got to the village, and for some reason they started to attack us when we inquired about the president's daughter. Um, we were just looking around this little hunting lodge, and this guy attacked us out of nowhere. So we escaped and we got to the village. And, even then, it even got worse. There was a chainsaw guy there. Crazy things. We eventually found a man named Lewis, and he, was stuck in a basement of his own house, that house that he was at in the first episode, and the basement was him and his grandfather's house. You find out more about that later on in some notes and stuff. But yeah, you get captured by him, and we got a plaga egg injected into us. Let's see how we get out of this mess. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks. Let's get into this.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey, stop it. Hey, Yankee. Got your name?
Leon.
Quiet type, eh? I'm Luis Serra. Guess you, me, picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh? Hey, stop it. You move, I move. And I'm beat up enough as it is. I can see you're thinking. Bet you've been in spots like this before, huh? I guess. You're here looking for someone? One more guess. Maybe some missing señorita?
Young girl? Talk. Now.
All right. See, heard chatter about moving a señorita.
Moving her. Where?
Who knows? But later, saw some men dragging someone to the old church. Hanging with you, not healthy.
Hey, we're not done here!
Later, amigo.
Shit, they took my gear.
Okay, as you can see, yeah, they took everything out of our box. They stole everything. So we have to get it back.
Condor 1 to Roost. I've located Baby Eagle. It sounds like she's being kept in some church.
Great. That's good news.
I heard it from this guy I met. He said his name is Luis Serra. There's something fishy about him. I need you to run a background check.
We'll call Condor 1. I'll see what I can find. In the meantime, make your way to that church.
Right. I'm probably due for confession anyway. Condor 1, out.
Okay. So fun fact, I wanted to do a little fun fact. So the way that we are going right now is the opposite to the original game. In the original game, you actually go down the stairs and go out that way. I'll show you what I'm talking about after we clear this area out. So unfortunately, you can't hide from this guy. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy. Oh, nice, got him. All right. All right. We have to get this rat here. And I missed. And oh, and I missed again. Really? Finally. And the last one is in here. There we go, finally. Alright. So we have to run really fast. That's part of the reason why I made sure to close the those bear traps. Because you gotta go really fast, because it closes, because you have to roll under it to get your stuff. And alright, we got it.
I'll be taking the...
Holy crap. We have a lot of stuff already.
back.
Alright. So this is a locked drawer, right here. And you need small keys. Kind of like if you guys remember the remake of Resident Evil 1, and I believe it's also in the original Resident Evil 1, if you're playing as Chris, you need small keys to get into certain areas, or unlock certain drawers, or whatever it is.
Stranger.
Because Jill had the,
Who's that?
oh, what do you call it? The lockpick. So Chris needed small keys, so it's something similar to that. So as I was saying about the original game. So originally you would after you get caught, I think it's after you get caught. Trying to picture it in the original game. Because you don't get captured in the... Oh, right. So, yeah, this is actually pretty backwards. Because you actually come back through the factory. Yeah, you come back to the factory, you come this way. And you go through, jump over here. But if you remember though, in the original one, before you come in here, where it shows like this wall right here, right in here somewhere is the mask, treasure mask. So you come here, there's two guys here with pitchforks, you jump over here like original, there'd be glass here, you dive through the glass, there would be bags there, and there would be bags here. You would have to either shoot the dynamite throwing guys or just crouch down. These are in the correct spaces here. There would be those things there. The bear traps would actually be over here like this. So you'd come this way. You break the window. You go in here, grab the mask. There'd be water dripping here. I don't think. Oh, there is water dripping. Wow, that's actually a little detail that I didn't even think to look at. So in the original one, there's actually water dripping and stuff from the pipes. So I never noticed that before. So that's actually, whoops, that's actually pretty interesting. Sorry, I was looking at the time. That's actually interesting. Anyway, so you come through here. You come down these stairs. There'd be a guy here, and there'd be a guy right there. And what you would do is you would jump down here. You can't jump down here in this one. Um, and you'd be able to get some fish or some weapons, grenades and stuff. And you'd actually be able to go, and there'd be a ladder here, and you would climb up and, oh wow, there's actually a ladder here. I've actually never noticed that before. Huh, that's actually pretty neat. There's a lot of places in this game where you actually do the areas in reverse. Because I believe in the original, it's just after the factory is where you would go to the chief's house. But in this one, we're doing the factory first. Then we're doing that little what do you call it? I don't even know what it's called. You'll see what I mean, though.
I see you
I'm gonna grab this.
took care of a request. Well done.
It's actually, yeah, this is actually pretty
Where
backwards.
am I?
You'll see what I mean when we get there. So after you got captured and put in that house, after you leave, you would see the merchant, and hey, you're not. Get out of here. Trying to talk. Very rude. Anyways, so after you escape from the guy, like Leon and Lewis did, is when you see the merchant. And then you would, there would be a concrete wall and a gate. You go through the gate, and you would go downstairs, and then you would go and do this area. And then after you do this area, you would end up in the factory. And then after the factory, you would go to the chief's house. But we're doing this all backwards. We got caught. We did the factory. We're doing this area now. I don't even know what this area is called. The valley. So you do the valley. I know there's a treasure here too. Right over there. And we got it. Okay. So how we do this is actually a little bit different. Really? Get off me. Okay. This part in the original game was a real pain in the ass. The barrel's in the exact same spot as well. I don't know how I blocked that. So this small key goes to the locked drawer in the factory. You go in here, the ladder and everything is still in the exact same place, so it's a locker, as you can see. You would go up here, because you have to get the moon, you have to put the emblem together. That's what it was. You have to get two pieces of the emblem. In this one, you don't do that. Off me. In this one, whoops. Yeah, in this one, you grab the emblem, and it's already together. Use shotgun just to get rid of these guys out of the way. So what we have to do now is we actually have to go back. So you know where the emblem is? The other part of the emblem in the original game? We actually have to go... Oh my god, I don't know why he feels so slow and sluggish today. Oh my god. I thought it was going to get blown up for some reason. Anyways, so we come all the way up here. And what we actually have to do is we have to crank the gate back open. So there are some differences. And also another thing I noticed too is that the Ganados are so fast in this game. Like, you could think that you're, you know, a good few steps away from them, just like this, and then if I were to turn my back, they'd be like right on my ass. Like, it's crazy how fast they are in this game.
For you.
And I have to blow myself up. Alright, we gotta crank this real quick. And see, look at them all. They're all like right there already. Like, it's insane. Get out of my way, guys. Oh, God. I don't even know how that happened. Get out of here. Oh my God, they're all... Nope. Oh, shit. Oh, God, this is very bad. Alright, we're gonna go at this. We're gonna go down. Come on, go down. Okay, there's another grenade guy that way. Just reload the shotgun here. Oh, man. So in the original one, now that we're done this part, where we're going right now, we would just be going to the factory now. And we'd be going through there and to start the factory. But in fact, what we're doing now is we're actually going to the chief's house. So, like, it's so backwards. You know, I didn't realize. Like, I knew there were some parts that I realized, like, I recognized that were backwards. Like the part, like the factory part, and there's actually part of the island is also backwards too. When you get inside the actual building, not the outside, but when you first start the island, after you get inside the building, it's when it starts to get a little bit backwards.
So that's a request done and dusted, eh? Good stuff.
Okay. Alexandrite. That's actually, from what I was reading, because I was actually reading online that apparently Alexandrite is pretty rare. Which kind of makes sense, because I don't see a lot of that gem in the game. So, really? Oh my God, man. I really don't think these guys like me. Really? Oh, I still got it. Oh, he's dead already. I was confused for a second. Oh, I don't think so. Nope. Hey, Granny, how are ya? Me and girlfriend are going through this game right now, and we used to call it. We're past the village. We're in the castle now. But we used to call the females or the grannies. I don't know why. They kind of remind me of grannies. Kind of funny. Alright. And sapphire. Awesome. Okay. So I know, oh, it's right here. So, if you guys played this and you don't have some of the same treasures that I do, I actually have the expanded treasure map, extra content downloaded. So, I'm not gonna have the exact same treasures as you if you don't have that. Scribble about dolls. Their influence is not what it once was. Destroy the wind-up dolls. Do not give those... Oh, do not forgive those aristocrats. So, I don't have to do it. Because I can see if they're destroyed. There's 16 of them, one in each chapter. There's 16 chapters, which means there's going to be 16 episodes to this. what you get for doing that is Leon's knife from the original. What the hell? I didn't know he was already here. Yeah, he shows up. I didn't know he was gonna show up already. Get out of here. But as I was saying, you get Leon's original knife from the original Resident Evil 4. And when you upgrade that all the way up, it becomes unbreakable, which is pretty cool. Come on, Chainsaw Man. No! These guys are so annoying. There we go. That's fine. Because those guys have a tendency to run way ahead of Chainsaw Man and run into the stupid thing. Like the... Oh, I got so lucky there. They have a tendency to run into the stupid explosive when I want him to run into it. Really? Come on. Oh, Jesus. Ah! That was scary. Oh, God. Ah. Okay. What do I got here? Pretty much nothing. Actually, I can make some shotgun ammo, I think. Blip. Make some handgun ammo here. I can't make anything else yet. Okay.
One down.
Nice. Okay, so Chainsaw Man is finally dead. Woo. Emerald. Nice. Okay. Usually he doesn't show up until after you break this. So as I said in the first episode, yeah, so you still have this treasure, the original treasure. Gotta shoot that down, do that, pearl necklace. If you don't shoot that down, just like the original one, you'll get the dirty necklace. But you can see what I mean, how this game is going backwards now. Just for locations, like, I mean, I don't know. Just strange, like I said, I noticed that, so you do this before you do that, and then you do this before you do that. When the original one, you did this and this. It's just weird how, how some things are reversed. Fun fact, if you guys remember the Ganado in the bathroom, when you come up the stairs, because you're doing this even more backwards, because in the original one, there's no back door. Well, there is, but there's no back door on the main floor.
Someone is showing up neighbors.
On the original one, I guess I'm going to give you a little rundown, because even this house is a little bit different in terms of how they do things. So, you have this door here with the crystal ball thing. We have to get it, and this one is not already in there, which is fine. There's no stairway here, though. There's a stairway right here that you come up the stairs like this, and then you do the puzzle, you go in, and there's another door in the chief room that leads to a hallway that actually brings you down the stairs this way, and then the typewriter's here, and I believe the front door is right there. So they did change this place up a little bit. Let's see here. Family photo. At last, flesh to our flesh, blood to our blood. Give thanks and rejoice.
Old photos.
Some old photos. So I guess you can say this series is also a comparison to the original as well. Because I'm going to be doing that quite a bit. I'm not going to lie. Even if it's involuntary, I'm going to be like, hey, you know. So we get to grab all the treasures, all the keys. I think that key is for that locked door or the locked drawer in the village, I believe. So here's the puzzle here to get the crystal ball. There's a note upstairs that's basically tells you how to do it. I don't need to read it. Well, I'm going to read it anyway because I'm going to read every note we come across. But I don't need to look at it to do it anymore. And this guy always appears out of nowhere. Even if you use a rocket launcher to blow the guy in the bathroom up, get away from me. Oh my god, seriously. Go away. So anyways. So, here's the note right here. Illuminados 4-3. Or, yeah, 4-3. In great veneration of their master, the people offer up their most prized possessions. The old farmer, his finest crop. The slight swine herd, his stoutest pig. The beggarly grandma, her own beloved babe. The master saw these gifts and was pleased. There's a bunch of these Illuminados, but you see more of these in the castle. Alright. Whoop, turn this around. And kabloop. So you would come in here like this. In the original one. But I believe, I could be wrong, I think the door's on this side. I think you come in this way. And you would grab the key. And then you would go out this door. Which the hallway would actually go this way. Not this way. So even then the house is... I mean, obviously they're going to change things, so I'm not going to say, oh, it's wrong. Because they're going to change things, of course, but, you know. Okay, let's see here. Village Records, Volume 3. October 10th. The weather has been strange of late. The wheat withers and the cows grow thin. December 8th. There are signs of famine. It is true, we lack the means to work the fields. But Lord Sadler's orders are absolute. January 30th. 30 people have starved to death. 5 cows will be slaughtered. March 11th. The patriarchs gather to cast lots. 6 more chosen for Lord Sadler. 8 more today. 4 more today. 11 more today. 2 outsiders got lost and wandered into our village. We took them to the altar for the ritual. No need to cast lots today. So I'm assuming the lots are basically they're grabbing just random villagers and random people and just sacrificing them. There are 2 people. The 2 people who wandered into the village. There are 2 young females. You do see them. You can find them. They're already dead, unfortunately. But you do find them later on while you're exploring. We will end up finding both, but that's later on. Because there is some like treasures and stuff in the area that they are at. Alright. So this here is going to open up a room in the ceiling. Unfortunately, we can't do it now. We need Ashley for that. There are a few things you can see. There's a little symbol there, which shows that we need Ashley. There's a few places where you need her for. One of them is to get into the barn in the village, actually. In the original game, you can't go in the barn. In the Mercenaries you can, but in the main game you can't. In this one, you can go in the barn, but Ashley needs to help you in. And she unlocks the door for you. Anyways, let's grab this key.
Blood has accepted the gift.
Alrighty. So that makes up today's episode of Fallout 4, or Resident Evil 4. I almost did it again. I'm so used to doing Fallout, like, all the time. um, okay. Save this here. And let's go to the main menu. Okay, so I want to do another fun fact. So that part there you guys just saw, with Mendez grabbing Leon like that into the room, that part actually only happens in a optional cutscene. And what actually happens is he actually catches them in the hallway. In the original, he captured them in the hallway. If you guys remember, you grab the key, you leave the room, and Mendez is walking to his room, and he grabs them in the hallway, and he says, "Your blood has become one of us," or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it's worded, and then basically says, "If you become unpleasant in our eyes, there will be severe consequences." And then he gets like drops him to the ground, and then he walks away. Um, if you go back into his room in the next chapter, because after he walks away, that's the end of the chapter, and you save it, blah blah blah. And then when you start the next chapter, you start off in the hallway. So if you turn around and go in his room, another cutscene will start. You walk in the room, he gets all pissed off because you're in his room. He runs in and he smashes you, and then your gun goes flying, just like you've seen here. Um, he picks you up, and Ada does the window thing, shoots him and stuff. The only difference here is he basically drops or throws Leon on the ground, can't remember, and he charges and he dives out the window. He jumps out the window to get Ada. In this one, he just kind of turns and looks at her and gives her a look. Then throws Leon, and then picks up his hat and walks away. Which is I want to say it's a bit more realistic in that sense. I mean, because realistically, why would you jump out a window with someone who's hanging out your window? I mean, obviously they're hanging from somewhere so they can just pull themselves back up. Um, so yeah, I guess we get to see what's gonna happen next. Um, oh man, this episode honestly was a pain in the ass to make. Only in like behind the scenes sense. I mean, honestly, this is the uh, third time I've had to record this episode. The first time I got interrupted, which is fine. Things happen. People need to talk to you or whatever, which is absolutely fine. Um, the second time I recorded the whole episode, everything was great, and then I realized that my microphone was on mute the whole time. And I saved over top of that file. So I had to restart the whole game over again, get back to where we were, and then record this. And then for the third time, record this, and finally get it done. So it was frustrating, but it's just like, the things I do for Resident Evil. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun kind of stuff. And I'll see you in the next episode of Resident Evil 4.